My name's Kim, and I just wanted to discuss the books I purchased in the month of March. I watch a lot of these book haul videos, and I love watching them because every time I watch one, I find a new book I want to buy, and the cycle just continues. So I thought, why don't I jump onto that bandwagon and start sharing books that I have purchased month to month. We'll see how it goes. Let's just get started, okay? So the first book I want to talk about is David Levithan's Every Day. It's about a character who wakes up every morning in a different body. They are fully aware that they are not that person, and that's just how their life has been. And there's like this little blurb at the bottom of the author's name, and it's basically what made me want to buy the book. Every day a different body, every day a different life, every day in love with the same girl. And I think I watched a movie that was very similar to this, where the character woke up in his own home though, but with a different body. I can't remember what it's called, I'll have to look it up, but I'm drawing a blank. Moving on. So the next book is also by David Levithan, and it is called The Lover's Dictionary. And can I say, I am in love with this book. I am in love with this type of book. It is just, and the texture of the cover is just, oh my goodness, if you could just feel it, you can hear it right now, right? Just, I love it. So it's about a couple's relationship, and it's told in the format of a dictionary. So, and that's how it goes on. I love it when authors do something really interesting and different, and this is the type of book that I've already finished it, obviously. It's pretty short, but this is the type of book that I could carry with me if I'm in between books or something. I love this type of book. I love it. I love it so much. Next book I want to talk about is by Rowell, Attachments. I've also finished this book. And this one is also done in an interesting format. About a guy who works at this newspaper, and his job is to read everybody's email in the company and make sure everybody's following the rules and whatnot. And he finds a particular email chain that is very interesting to him, and it's written between two girls that also work at the same place, and they constantly break the rules. But he ends up falling in love with one of them. And I love it when books do different formats, and I love it when books change perspective as long as it works. If it's jarring in any way, then I don't think it works, then I don't like it as much. But in this case, since it's through email and it changes pretty quickly between them, and it's not really from his first person perspective, it's from their third person, and I just think it was done really, really well. So the next book I got is Love, Fortunes, and Other Disasters by Kimberly, Karalius. And I bought this book because of this cover. I have no shame in that. I buy books because of their covers. And this cover was minty and adorable and very cute, and the story is about this town that relies on love fortunes to decipher and to basically plan out their future. So if you get a negative love fortune, then you are doomed to live as a spinster or as a bachelor forever, because the people in that town follow the fortunes based on a particular fortune teller. And the main character of this story got a really terrible love fortune saying that she would never fall in love. And for her family, that's not how things work. So it's about her and her fellow students who are working together to figure out, you know, how to stop this. And it's a very fluffy read, so if you're not really into like cutesy stuff, then I don't recommend this type of book. Moving on, Dorothy Must Die by Danielle, Paige, and I'm sure you already know the gist of this story. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and The Wizard of Oz holds a very dear place in my heart. My elementary school, that was the mascot. Yes, the Wizard of Oz was the mascot for my elementary school. And my 3rd, 4th, and 5th year in elementary school, I played the Wicked Witch of the West because no one wanted to play her. But anyway, so it's a really important story to me, and I'm really interested in seeing this retelling, or not even retelling, but like retelling of a continuation of a story, all into this retelling and twisted versions of fairy tales and stories that you grow up listening to. So I'm all for this. And I love the covers, like they're just really minimalistic and just Again, I buy books because of their covers first, and then I read to see if, you know, the back flap to see if it's a story I really want to read. But I'm excited, so the next book does not need a real explanation because I'm sure everyone has already read it, and they've already said so many good things about it, and I'm in love with it already because I'm currently reading it, and I'm almost, well, not done, I'm halfway through, and I'm in love with it. And it is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and can I just say that I'm sure all of us, well, at this point anyway, I have the hugest crush on Kel, which I'm sure a lot of you do too. But one of the most annoying things about it, I mean, not annoying about the book, but one of the most frustrating things about when I got this book is that I got it a week after V.E. Schwab was in my city doing her book tour for A Gathering of Shadows, which is the sequel, and I bought it the week after she came, and I'm just incredibly frustrated by that. But what can you do, right? And can I just say that this cover is beautiful too? Very beautiful. I'm in love with this book. I'm in love with this book. The last book I want to talk about is from the Owl Crate for this month of March, and it is The Serpent King. So this is the last book that I got this month, and I've already started buying my books for April. That's how bad I am. It's terrible, but not. Anyway, so this, I hadn't heard about this book until I got my Owl Crate, and then everybody talked about how much they've been wanting it and how much they've heard about it, and I was just like, wow, where have I been? Because I haven't heard anything about this book. I know Jeff Zentner on Instagram, like I've seen his pictures, you know, in my feed. So I've seen him before, I just had not heard of his book. And it's a coming of age story, which is right up my alley because I love coming of age stories. I'm not sure when I'll crack into this, but coming of age stories are definitely one of my favorite genres. And so I am excited to start this one. So those are my books that I have bought in the month of March. I'm already excited on the books that I have purchased this month, so there'll either be a video or a blog. We'll see how editing goes. So just let me know what you think of some of the books that I mentioned. Have you read them? Please don't ruin A Darker Shade of Magic. I mean, I'm halfway through, so I should be finished in the next couple of days, and then I would love to discuss because I'm in love with the world, and I know you are too. And I can't wait to get the sequel. I have not got it yet because I was waiting. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys!